What's up, man? I'm Miguel and welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be comparing a clone to an original. A $50 fragrance, Voux Elegante, as you can see right here, pretty heavy cap. You guys guess what it's cloning? It's pretty obvious. And it is Xerjoff's Naxos. Have you guys ever noticed the design, like the floral parenting vine? I just noticed it now when you have good lighting. It's like pretty cool. Anyways, I'll be comparing the two side by side, and I'll let you know how close the clone comes to the $350 fragrance. 50 bucks, $350. Let's get to it. I'm gonna spray the original first on my right hand, and then I'm gonna spray the clone on my left hand. So now, damn, this smells good. Even the cap, no wonder this cost this much. Always sold out on discounters. Anyways, I'm gonna spray it on my hand. Oh, y'all saw the mist. I even missed the whole thing. But it's so strong. Oh, that delicious bergamot, some other things in the opening. And then you start to get like that tobacco leaf. And then the honey comes in to dry down. Oh, it's amazing. There's a bit of cinnamon, ambers, and then the dry down, you get them vanillas or some type of tonka bean-ish thing, because it's like not super sweet lactonic vanilla, but more like a nutty vanilla. But it's so well blended and so versatile. Naxos is always 10 out of 10 for me. Now, the clone. Let's see the sprayer. It's a little pass. It's not the best thing ever, but it has a decent sprayer, decent surface area. Okay, when you spray this thing on for the first time, it's lacking that bergamot. I have to say, like Paris Corner, when they make a clone, they know how to make the dry down, but they do not know how to make it exact same. Like, you're not gonna find the same opening and the same transition in the fragrance. Doesn't mean that they can't clone the fragrance. They can clone fragrances. But don't think that this fragrance is gonna make you be able to have the same feeling as having the real deal. Not all clones are that good. And the ones that are, I will definitely point that out to you guys. So you can know which clones are the best deal and to know which clones actually clone the original to the best ability. Because, you know, we're not rich, but we do what we can with what we have. So this, in the opening, has a slight bergamot thing, but it's like a bit with that alcohol blast, especially the first time you open and use this thing. But I've had this for a few weeks now, and it's starting to die down. That alcoholic blast that you get is starting to go away. The syntheticness is wearing off. So any Paris Corner fragrance that you're gonna get, because this is not my first one, when you're gonna spray that thing initially, it's gonna be very synthetic. But give it time, let it master it a little bit, and then you're gonna get to that real deal, when it's gonna start smelling good and the syntheticness is not gonna be an issue. So this right here, you have that nice honey smell. There's a slight tobacco leaf-esque note. A little bit of spice, but you can't really smell the spice. It's more like resins and ambers that they use to mimic that tonka bean sweetness that is in the original. This will not give you the same vibe 100%. When you have this on your skin, it's not as aromatic. It does not have the same longevity, neither does it have the same performance and sillage. This pales in comparison. To me, this clone is as if you had like an eau de toilette version of this Naxos. Even though Naxos is already strong enough, you get 8 to 12 hours consistently. And it's an eau de parfum. But this, it's a bit too light in my opinion. Like when I was wearing it, I didn't get that same projection and sillage, that sexy sillage that you get lingering around when you have Naxos, and people just want to come close to you. This didn't have that. It was more subdued. I had to literally spray a few more sprays just to get a little bit of a whiff. Now though, the sillage is a bit better, but it does not compare. You can see that, yeah, it is kind of oily a little bit, but this one is Naxos here, and I can smell it from here. Naxos is way stronger. That's just how it is. I think it's the ingredients and the quality, definitely higher. You can't compare. In terms of the closeness, the likeness of the fragrance, I have to say that this one right here, my friends, it is not 90%. Not at all. To me, this is more like 70 to 80% likeness. This is literally just that dry down when you have the honey, the ambers, and that Cashmerean-esque smell, that very clean, musky smell that's inside of Naxos. That's what you get here. And then when you get close to your hand, it's a little bit like Naxos. That's when you get some of that fresh, sweet honey, but it doesn't perform like Naxos, and it doesn't behave completely like Naxos. Until they start to die off, that dry down is when they really nailed it. But even then, to me, it's only 80%. Naxos has a bit of spice, a bit of greenness. It's more aromatic. You can just tell it's way higher quality. In my opinion, you give this to someone to smell side by side. If they know a bit about quality in terms of fragrances, the notes and stuff, they will definitely choose Naxos over this one right here. Is this a bad fragrance? No, by no means is this a bad fragrance. It smells good for the price. But in comparison to other clones and cologne houses, Paris or Emir, whatever corner the fragrance brand, I don't think they have the highest quality fragrances in my opinion, because out of all the clones, this is always the most synthetic. Even Armaf has their, batch of syntheticness and astringent lemony notes and stuff, but it still doesn't come close to this in terms of annoying alcohol blast type of things that you get in the beginning. But do they do a good job at cloning? Yes, they do a decent job. Their best way is just to clone the dry down, not to clone the entirety of the fragrance. And I think it's not a bad idea, but we're going to be 100% clone of the original. Does it get you close? Yeah, it does. Would I say that this right here is good enough to make you experience Naxos for what it truly is? I would say no. Save your money, get a sample of Naxos, and then actually invest your money in it if you enjoy it. This is not bad. This is the type of thing you give to somebody that's young, 12, 13, 15. I think that's a good purchase. But for me personally, I would not rock this or buy this. It's not a bad clone to me. I would say it's an 8 out of 10 overall for the fragrance. But I cannot recommend people to buy this thinking, yeah, I'm gonna get something that can replace Naxos or get super close to it. All them other reviewers can tell you, yeah, this is an amazing clone of Naxos, blah, blah, blah. To me personally, it's not the best clone out there. There's better clones. It does a decent job, but I wouldn't spend 50 bucks on a clone like this. Maybe get another sweet fragrance. I would get some type of like the Tux type of clone because it's sweet and stuff. It gets you something date worthy, but Naxos is really Naxos. It's a level above other fragrances. It's always sold out and the women love it for a reason. So this right here, not bad. You can get it, but don't expect it to be 100% clone of Naxos. I don't think it's that good. I think it's a decent clone. There's not many clones of Naxos out there, so if you really truly want a clone, go for this. You'll get some vibe of Naxos, but don't expect Naxos from this. Trust me, sample it, and you will really know why after you compare the two yourself. Why Naxos is the real deal. Why Naxos cost the amount it cost. To me, it's worth the price. This right here is a low-key flop for me because I wouldn't spend 50 bucks to smell something like this. It's not bad. By all means, if you like it, go for it. But if I had to choose to save money and buy the real deal or buy a clone and be satisfied with it, I'm dashing this.
Nope.
And I'm saving my bread for 8 months if that's how much it has to take for me to buy Naxos, because Naxos is the real deal, guys. This thing, magnificent. It's worth the price. This clone, decent, but not a replacement. Don't buy this if you want this. Save up and get this. So that's my comparison of the two right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Press a like, comment down below, and please do subscribe. And as always, have a great day, night, and evening. Au revoir.